Welcome to Louder for the top trending news highlights. Woah Vicky, known for her often provocative statements, is facing backlash after admitting she fabricated a story about being kidnapped in Nigeria for a $1 million ransom. Initially, she claimed the alleged incident to highlight safety issues in Africa, but after receiving criticism, Vicky confessed that her real intention was to emphasize that Africa is a very safe place no matter your race. The apology has sparked heated debates online. Critics argue that her actions were reckless, perpetuating harmful stereotypes about Africa before flipping the narrative to paint it as safe. Others believe her apology was sincere and appreciate her effort to reshape Africa's global image. Still, many ask whether this was a clumsy attempt at awareness or a misguided PR stunt. African social media users and influencers have chimed in, with some applauding the apology and others demanding more accountability. Vicky has since promised to learn from this experience and encouraged her fans to explore Africa without fear. Ashlee Braxton opens up about family rift. In a heartfelt Instagram post, Ashlee Braxton, niece of Grammy-winning artist Toni Braxton, revealed a deeply personal story about her strained relationship with one of her aunts. Ashlee shared that the rift began when her aunt believed Ashlee had been involved with her partner at the time, a claim she firmly denies. Ashlee's post touched on the emotional toll of being misunderstood within one's family and the lasting impact of false accusations. Despite the pain, she expressed gratitude for the overwhelming love and support she has received from fans, who praised her courage for addressing the issue publicly. This revelation has resonated deeply with audiences, particularly those who've faced similar challenges within their own families. Many see Ashlee's story as a testament to the importance of clearing up misunderstandings and finding peace, even in the face of adversity. For the full context of both stories, viewers are encouraged to watch the rest of the video till the end. Stay tuned for more updates as these stories continue to unfold.
What's up, y'all? I am so sorry. I apologize for trolling y'all like that. It was just a joke. I was just trying to show everybody that in America that it's not that serious, that Africa is a very safe country and you will be safe no matter what race you are. You know, I was just trolling because everybody was like, why would she go to Nigeria? Is she crazy? Whatever. So I just wanted to have a quick joke, but the joke kind of got carried away and like, you know, stuff like that. But we love y'all. It's all good. This is my brother.
Nigeria is safe. So if you wanna come to Nigeria, it's safe. Don't be scared.
I love Nigeria. I did my braids for $50.
Nobody should lie for you that Nigeria is not safe. It's safe. So you could to come.
So this is just an example that Nigeria is so safe and we love Nigeria.
Hey guys, okay, I appreciate the love, the support. I think it's an important topic to talk about. But the whole point of me speaking about the situation was not to ostracize somebody. It was to actually shed light upon this sort of situation. And there are so many women and men and people in the world who have to be silenced. And the point was to voice what happened to me. There is no right way. There is no wrong way. There is other sides of the stories. I don't believe that I need to come out with a bang and with guns blazing, and it's not who I am. It's not actually my character, and it's not what I was intending to do. And so as this is evolving, the point that I'm trying to make is that this happens to people, and people who are silenced should not be silenced, and you should not have to not talk about things that you have gone through. If you've gone through, your story is your story, no matter what. And if you want to tell your story, you can tell your story. What's the problem? That's the point about all of this. I tell my story so that I can encourage others to tell theirs. And maybe if I tell my story, and maybe if I share all the things that I've gone through in my therapy and all of these things, that maybe somebody else will have the courage to either heal their own life or heal somebody else's life. That's the point about all of this. So in all of this, I take it for what it is. There's no right way or wrong way to talk about it. Like, there's no such thing as perfection, and there was no perfect way to talk about it. However, there have been so many of you who have been sending me messages, who have been supporting me, who have been encouraging me, and who have opened their hearts and their lives and their stories up to me. And as I'm getting older, and as I'm developing into a woman, and as I'm gonna have kids and all of these things that I get to be as a woman, the most important thing is that I get to be free, and I should be able to talk about whatever it is that I want to talk about. And if something has happened to me, I don't feel that I should have to be silenced. I should be allowed to talk about whatever has happened to me. Even as unfortunate as it is, it happened. And that's the reality. And I don't like living in a space and place where I don't get to accept my reality and I don't get to evolve as a person. So as I'm telling this story, I just really, truly hope that if you are someone out there and if you have felt this pain or you understand where I'm coming from, that... Okay, so I want to tell a story today. And that story is about how one of my aunts in my family do not talk to me because they think that I, at the age of 16, did something with her partner at the time. And I have been a nervous wreck to talk about something like this and to tell this story. A, because of my family. B, because I don't want people, it's not to hurt people to tell my story. But at the same time, I've been working through this so much in therapy, and this is something that goes way deep to my core in terms of worthiness and how I feel about myself. And it's been such a journey. You find the courage to find healing for you because you're worthy, you deserve it, you're amazing, you're awesome, and you're beautiful. And that's literally it. It's not about who I'm talking about. The point that I'm trying to say is that if this has happened to you, please heal. And I've found my healing and I'm grateful for it. And if I can talk about it and help spread awareness, and if this is the way that the awareness is going to be spread, then let it be spread. But yeah, so one of my aunts does not talk to me because I guess she felt like I did something with her partner at that time. And nothing happened, but I'm going to try to tell the story quickly and also not name any names. And so I was with this aunt for the summer with my sister, and I can't remember how much time had passed since we were there in the summer for a little bit of time to when we got home. And when I think it was my stepmother was going through my phone and she found this conversation, this sort of conversation. And she showed it to my dad, and my dad called that aunt and we spoke about it and we talked about it a little bit. And I remember just a lot of emotions, it was a lot going on. I was 16 at the time and I'm 32 now. I had to think about it. I'm 32 now. And so, oh my God, it's been 16 years. This is wild. Anyway, okay. So yeah, my aunt was there for me. She was very kind and very nice and was like, I'm so sorry that this happened to you, blah, 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 blah. And not blah, 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 but she was very kind and it just felt like safe, But then as the years have gone by, it's like that mood and that assumption that I didn't do anything because I was a child was not that assumption anymore. And it boggled my mind because it was like, wait, but if it happened or if it was true, then that would make him, and like, you're okay with that? Like, that's what you would like to hear? And I will just never forget how when I got older, I just realized that I really had to take the time and go back to that part of my life and understand how much feeling of like I didn't matter, that I was unworthy. It just felt like love from my family was just cut off and gone. And you're like, but wait, that guy? And it made it even worse because it was like, wait, this guy that was doing this to you on TV? And like, it's kind of in cohorts in the same spirit of what was happening. Not in the same cohorts in the same spirit, but like, you know? It's so painful. And I know that the ladies, the men, everybody who has experienced this sort of feeling when your family doesn't believe you, or when you're at an age where you shouldn't have been put in that situation to have to navigate it. And however you navigate it was however you navigated it. And this is what I learned in therapy, is like how I navigated it and how I dealt with it was how I dealt with it. But the most important thing to understand is that I never should have been put in that spot in the first place. And I think that's the devastating part, is that you realize that you didn't ask for that. You know, I did not ask for that. No matter what, I didn't ask for that. So I'm just wondering what other people who have gone through this, how they decided to handle this sort of situation. How did you go about telling your truth? And how do you tell your truth in a way that honors you? And I think the reason why I'm addressing it now so much is because I'm getting older. And if I want to have kids, and especially if I want to have girls, like, I don't want to still be in that space and place and in that situation and just even having to deal with it, you know? And so next year I'm planning to go to the US, and I'm planning to like confront a lot of things because my sister passed away. Like, I've just I fled the country because I was needing to save my own self and my own life. And when I say all of this, this is not a dig to my family member, because it's really sad that she also was put in that situation of having to deal and having to handle. That's not her. Like, I don't wish that upon anyone either. Do you know? There's sympathy there. But there's also so many other aspects of it when you're a child and you're like denied a voice. It's pretty much been like a lifelong battle for me. So it's been a journey, but I appreciate spaces like this where I feel like if I talk about it on social media, and I just felt like, I don't know, like, I just felt like TikTok was the space and the place to talk about it, and it felt right, and it just felt accepted in this community. And so if you've ever been that person, I just want to hear from you. I want to know that you're okay. I want to ask you what sort of work you've done for yourself to get better. Like, what sorts of things are you doing to make sure that you heal? And I'm so happy that I'm getting to a place where I'm healing, so that then I have the heart and the courage to go heal somebody else, that next person.